Buckle up, guys, because a disagreement over a service dog at a Michigan fairground is about to turn into one of the tensest police encounters you'll see. Brandon Hopkins shows up. The Regional Horse Association chairwoman refuses to hear him out, and instead of a conversation, she calls the cops. Officer Weiss rolls up with zero context and immediately has to pick a side. Crowder wastes no time painting Hopkins as the aggressor, demanding he get removed. This is a moment that lights the fuse for everything that follows. So pay close attention to how this story is framed from the very start.
Hello.
Hello, sir.
How's it going?
Good.
Lisa Crowder, original chair.
Hi, Jim.
Jim, I'd like to have this gentleman.
Okay, what's going on?
He wanted to discuss his service dog. I told him I didn't need to speak with him, to step away from me. I told him the service dogs need to be back in the camping area. He's arguing with me. He's refusing to leave. I've asked him numerous times to walk away. Hi, Brandon. Aren't you smart? And he absolutely refuses to walk away from the conversation. I told him back away. I shut the door sticks, it's slammed. So I'm being disruptive and unruly because I've asked him to walk away from me. I have the right to have him removed from my show.
Okay.
I've asked him repeatedly to walk away and leave. He refuses to. I would like to see him removed.
I'll talk to him. Hello.
How's it going, officer?
Are you Brandon?
Yes, sir.
Do you have any ID on you?
I do, actually, yeah.
Can I see that, please?
But my name is Brandon Hopkins, and the reason why we're having this conversation is literally just because I came up and...
Well, look. Can I see your ID?
I'd rather not give you my ID. I haven't broken any laws.
I'm not saying you broke any laws. I just want to identify you.
Yeah, I mean, I'm telling you, I'm Brandon. My name is Brandon.
Okay.
And I haven't broken any laws, so therefore I wouldn't want to give you my ID if that's okay.
I'm just confused as to why not.
I'm not. I wasn't disorderly. She's the one being disorderly. I literally came up to have a conversation. I was talking to him for like 2 minutes. She slammed the door, came over here. She said she was calling you guys, so I didn't leave. I didn't want to run away.
What's your middle name, Brandon?
My middle name. I'm not going to give you any more information. My name is Brandon. She called you and told you who I was.
What's your date of birth?
I'm not going to give you any more information.
Okay.
I'd like to not give any more information. That's okay.
Why won't you give me your date of birth? I don't understand.
Why would you need to have my information?
Because I need documents your
It's a
information.
violation of my Fourth Amendment right.
It is not a
Well, sure, because I haven't broken any laws. I haven't broken any laws.
I'm not saying you broke any laws. I'm asking you to give me
Well,
your
therefore, I'd
information.
like to be secure in my house. I'd like to be secure in my person.
Okay, are you refusing to identify yourself?
Well, yeah, I haven't broken any laws.
So they have asked you to leave. Okay. If you refuse to leave, then you are trespassing, and that is breaking
Well,
the
they
law.
would have to trespass me, and I would have to be given an opportunity to leave. That's how trespass laws work. So if you want...
Good status. Can you start another unit? P2.
You want to ask them if I'm being trespassed?
She already said she wants you to leave.
Well, no, she wanted me to leave. She said she didn't tell me to leave leave this place. She just wanted me to leave the office.
You want him gone, right?
Is that not correct? Isn't that correct, Tom? She wanted me to leave the office, not the property.
Originally, she asked to walk away and leave the office.
Well, that's what that's under my understanding. So if I'm being trusted, so and that's why is because I was waiting for the officer. I'm sorry, sir. You're assaulting me?
No, I don't want you putting your hands next to me.
You just love to
I did it.
He refused to walk away
I didn't
from my booth.
But
He refused to walk away, and I told him, I will have you removed from my grounds. If you don't walk away, I will call the police and have you removed.
so you want
He very
so you want
politely
me
said to me,
trespassed? Is that correct? You want me trespassed?
I don't want you trespassed. I want you removed off my grounds.
Well,
Nobody said you're
that's how it
trespassing.
works. He can't remove
You are,
me unless
you
I'm
are being argumentative. He does. He just loves to do this. This is not the
So
first issue.
here's the deal.
Take him out.
If you want him gone, all right, we would have to formally trespass him. Is that what we want to do?
That's up to you, Brandon. You have a choice.
I have a choice about what? You're
So
telling
you
me
can
to
leave peacefully, or we can arrest you for trespassing. What do you want to do?
No, sir. She can ask me if I'm trespassed, then I will.
You can leave peacefully, or we can arrest you for trespassing.
But they
what
have
do you
to
want
trust. They have to trespass me, though.
Yes, they do, and they can't.
So am I being trespassed?
If you don't walk away from
No, that's
me
not how it works. You have to trespass me,
you've
then I have to
been
be given an
asked-
opportunity to leave. Is
You've been
that
asked
Keep your
multiple
hands
times.
to yourself.
well, could you also? Isn't that correct, officer? I have to be trespassed, and then I have to be given an opportunity to leave.
You are being told to leave.
By law.
Okay. At this point, I can arrest you for disorderly conduct. I can arrest
Thank
you for
you.
trespassing.
Well, I'm not being disorderly.
Yes, you are.
I will gladly leave this area. if
Yeah,
I'm
it's
being
time to leave. Let's go.
Okay.
All right, leave the fairgrounds.
Could I get your name and your badge number, please?
My name is Officer Wiss, WYSS. My badge number is 109.
Okay, thank you. Thank you for your professionalism, sir. Well, you guys have
Wish
a
I
good
could say
day.
the same for you.
Well, I don't think I've been not professional.
I disagree.
Well, why would you say that?
Because you're instigating.
I'm not instigating anything.
Yes, you are. Now
Sir.
it's time to leave. Let's go.
Yeah, I said I was going to leave.
Then let's go. Let's not talk about it anymore.
I have
Let's
to be
leave.
given an opportunity. You don't want me to use my free speech to leave? To leave this place? I can't use my free speech?
Go on.
I'm leaving.
All right.
Yeah. Officer Swiss. What a good guy. A public servant serving the public.
Now watch this escalate fast. The officer turns to Hopkins and demands his ID, and Hopkins calmly refuses since he hasn't broken a single law. What follows is a legal tug of war neither side backs down from trespassing threats, disorderly conduct threats, and Crowder flip-flopping on whether she even want him off the property or just out her office. The tension peaks when the officer finally gives an ultimatum: leave peacefully or get arrested for trespassing. It's a masterclass in how quickly a police stop can turn into a standoff over rights nobody clearly understands, including the officer himself.
I don't answer questions. I like to
Why
exercise.
you're refusing to cooperate?
I'd like to exercise. I'm cooperating. I'm walking to my car. I'm leaving. That's exactly what you told me to do. What are you doing right now? Exactly.
Well, like I said
I'd like
earlier,
to
I need-
exercise my Fifth Amendment right to remain silent, if that's okay.
You're not being
Ask me
charged
any
with a
other-
crime.
Huh?
You're not being charged with a crime.
Oh, exactly. So why would you want to make me insecure of
1511.
my houses, paper, property, effects, and things? Why would you want to make me insecure of my persons and violate my Fourth Amendment right? I'm leaving this place. That's what you told me to do, right?
Hang on just a second. Can you advise if you signal 30? Sorry, I got a lot of background. Didn't hear that. All right.
I'm curious on why you're further harassing me.
Well, because I needed to determine whether or not you were who I thought you were. Because there is an individual with your name who was involved with, I believe it was St. Joe Police, and is possibly pending charges. So I needed to determine whether or not you had any warrants out for your arrest.
Well, I'd like to not further your investigation.
Well, you can be charged with obstructing justice at that point. or
Well,
obstructing
obstruction is a
police.
physical act.
It's not.
It actually is.
So
By law,
at
it's
this
obstruction.
at this point, all right. Unless you're going to give me ID to confirm this.
I'm not going to give you you're making me insecure of my house's paper, property, effects, and things. If you violate my Fourth Amendment right, I'm going to sue you
I'm
and your
asking you
department.
to willingly give me your
I've
ID.
not broken any laws.
I'm
is
not
that correct?
forcing you to do that.
I've not broken any laws. Is that
What does that
correct?
have to do with me asking you to give you ID?
Because you don't have to have articulable reasonable suspicion to gain my ID.
No, I don't. I'm asking you to give it over.
You have to have,
Willingly identify yourself. That's what I'm asking.
Yeah, you're trying to violate my Fourth Amendment right.
I'm not trying to violate any rights.
have
If
a
I was trying to
supervisor?
violate your
Can I
rights,
get
I
your
would be doing it by force. My supervisor isn't working today.
Okay,
I'm
well-
the only officer. I'm in charge
Well, you
today.
should get a supervisor before you make a mistake.
I don't have a supervisor working right now. I am the
I
supervisor.
would highly suggest you go above yourself before you make a mistake, because you walked over here to harass me and asked me to gain my ID. I've not broken any laws. I've not even been trespassed.
You'd think this would be over once Hopkins agrees to walk to his car, but the officer isn't done. He follows him across the lot to demand identification a second time, this time citing a supposedly similar name tied to pending charges elsewhere. Hopkins doesn't budge, invoking his Fourth and Fifth Amendment rights, while the officer throws around the word obstruction like it settles the argument. Then comes a line that says it all. The supervisor isn't working today. I am the supervisor. No oversight, no accountability. Just one officer deciding the rules as he goes.
You threatened me with arrest if I didn't leave, which is a violation of my rights
Okay.
in general. That is assault, sir. You have a gun and a badge, maybe the badge, but that gun, that's an assault. You have no legal and lawful reason to tell me to leave this place. They never trespassed me from this place.
That's not assault.
Well, I can tell you right now that if I use my words in a threatening manner, that's assault. If I touch you, that's battery. That's assault and battery. So
Okay.
Obviously you need to learn the law.
So at this point, you've agreed to leave. I suggest you do that.
Well, I suggest you to stop
Okay.
harassing me further.
So,
An armed
get in your
gunman.
car and
An
let's go.
armed gunman. You actually have no legal and lawful authority to even make me leave at this point. You
let's
understand
get in your car
that?
and go.
You understand
Okay, let's not
that,
make this
sir?
any worse than it needs to be.
Well, I would highly suggest you not make it any worse for yourself because this is documented on video.
I understand
We're
that.
having a conversation. I wish you had a body camera because you should. You have a spot for it to
Yes, I
hold
do.
yourself legally accountable for what you're doing right now.
Yep.
Because if you violate my rights and take me to jail, I'm going to sue you.
I understand
And
that,
your
that is your
department.
right.
So
My
I
body camera
highly
is charging right
so
now,
I
that's
highly
why.
suggest
Okay.
you walk away, sir, because
So-
you have no legal and lawful authority to make me do anything at the moment.
I'm not trying to make you do anything.
You have no ARS.
I'm just
You have
asking
no
you to do that.
articulable, reasonable suspicion to do anything to me. What you're saying to me is unlawful in what you're doing. I've not broken the law. I've not been disorderly. I've not done anything wrong here. You're coming and harassing
So,
me. You walked.
are you leaving
walked
or not?
over 100 yards to come here and harass me and try to gain my
Are you
information.
leaving or not?
I said I was going to leave. You are hindering that ability for me to do so.
I'm not hindering anything. I've not
Don't come over here like a
obstructed
tyrant.
you. Are you leaving or no? Or do you want to keep talking?
Do you have legal and lawful authority to even make me leave?
I'm not talking about making you leave. I'm asking you if you're
Sir,
leaving.
you're trying to exercise your authority and usurp authority over me.
I'm sure you wish that was the case,
A free
but
man
you're
in
not
this
nearly
place,
as
but
oppressed as you think you are.
You threatened me with arrest over there for disorderly.
I told you what
when
would
I've
happen
not
if
been
you refused to leave.
But I've not been disorderly. You're assaulting my
So-
persons because you have no legal
Are
and lawful
you leaving or
authority.
no?
Why are you standing here?
Are you leaving or no? Yes
Why
or
are
no?
how are you serving the public
Are
right
you
now?
leaving? Yes or no?
I told you that I was going to leave,
All right,
but
then
I
let's
don't.
go.
But I don't have to leave. You
Let's go.
sir. No, although you wanted to come have this conversation with me, I don't have to leave.
No,
this
I'm
place.
bored of this conversation because you're not nearly as cool or smart as you think
But you
are.
understand.
So it's time to
I
go.
want you to know, as a public servant that works for me, I don't work for you.
No, I work for the people of the Berrien Springs.
I am the people, right? I am the
Springs.
people. No, you work for the people. You swore an oath to the U.S. Constitution to therefore protect my rights. You serve the public by protecting
Yes,
individual
and I am
rights.
employed by
and
the
what
people
you're
of
doing
Berrien
right
Springs and
now,
Orinoco Township.
trying to come over here
Okay.
and harass me to gain my
You are
property,
disrupting
my papers.
peaceful.
I'm not
execution of
disrupting
this fair.
anything. There is
All right.
nobody around here. There is absolutely nobody around here.
So are you ready to go?
You are disrupting my day by harassing
Okay.
me and coming over here. Yes, sir. Thank you.
That's it. If you continue
God
to bother the staff at the fair, I will arrest you.
I'm not.
Do you understand that?
Sir, I have never bothered them at all. I was trying to have a communication with them. She got upset, slammed the door. God bless you, sir. Have a great day.
This is where things get personal. Hopkins accuses the officer committing assault just by threatening arrest without cause, and the officer isn't having it. Back and forth they go. Armed gunman, no legal authority. Are you leaving or not? The questions keep circling without anyone budging an inch. It's a battle of wills disguised as a legal debate, and neither man is willing to be the one who backs down first. Watch closely here because this is the emotional core of the entire encounter, where frustration finally boils all the way over.
Oh, Sergeant T, how can I help you?
Mr. T, my name is Brandon Hopkins. I ran into an Officer Whisk. He came out Saturday, and I encountered him Saturday, and I just wanted to speak to you a little bit about it. Is it your guys' policy to have your body cams worn and recording at all times when you're on duty?
We have a policy about it, sure.
I'd just like to advise you that the phone call is being recorded. And you said it is your policy?
We have a policy covering body cams, but I'm not going to go into specifics about it.
Okay.
I guess you can probably FOIA it if you want to.
Well, that's the problem. That's the problem. Is he came in? They wanted to. There's a lady that was being irate at the fairgrounds. I stood there and waited for the officer. He had no articulable, reasonable suspicion of a crime in order to gain any authority over me. He intimidated me, made me leave the fairgrounds. I recorded everything. I got it all on video. And he didn't have his body cam on, and I'm not sure exactly why he wouldn't be wearing his body camera. He said it was charging, but I'm not sure why you wouldn't have it charged for your duty, to hold yourself accountable. But I didn't do anything wrong. I didn't break any laws, and he still continued to harass me further. Walked out to my vehicle and trying to intimidate me to leave the area.
Okay, well, I mean, I guess I really can't comment on something I don't know anything about.
Well, is there anybody that I could talk to above you that I could come and I can show them the footage, because I'm gonna make it public. I mean, I've already made it public. What he did was objectively wrong,
Well,
and I just wanna, and I'm not doing it to humiliate you guys
what's your outcome? I mean, what are you looking for?
Well,
were you arrested or something?
Well, no, but he did want to arrest me. He threatened me with arrest, which is an assault on my persons. You can't go around threatening people with arrest.
Sounds like you might need to find a civil attorney then.
Well,
he thought you were arrested.
That's not exactly what I'd like to do. I'd just like him to know and have a little bit of communication and conversation with him and let him know that that's not okay to do. And especially if he's going to be on duty, he should be wearing his body cam so he, the people can hold him accountable.
Well, sure,
I'm not looking to press charges necessarily on him. I would like him to know what he's doing is incorrect. That way the next person he encounters, he can treat them appropriately. He doesn't even know who he's working for.
All right, well, if you'd like, you can come out and get, we have a citizen's complaint form you can fill out and whatever.
I asked him I told him that he works for me. I don't work for him. And he said that I work for the people of Berrien Springs. Well, sir, that's incorrect. You swore an oath to the U.S. Constitution to uphold individual rights, to serve the public by protecting individual rights. That's who you work for. You work for the people. Like, this guy is out of line.
Okay, well, you can put down your thoughts and concerns in the complaint, and then we'll look at it. Okay?
Yeah. What was your name again?
Sergeant Teed.
Sergeant Teed. Is there somebody there, like a chief or a sheriff or whoever I got to talk to come and have a conversation and show them the video and what's going on, just so we could get it corrected? Like I said, I'm not wishing to.
Well, that's why you fill out the citizen complaint form. Then we look at it, and then we decide if any action needs to be taken. So we don't really need to talk to you about it.
Well, you guys wouldn't. Well, the thing is you wouldn't know what.
We'd have to talk to everybody involved. We have to talk to the people at the fair that didn't want you there.
I have everything on video. So, that's the thing. He didn't have his body cam running, so there's no proof.
That's all fine and dandy.
You guys wouldn't be able to know.
Well, I've instructed you on what you need to do. Okay.
Okay, that's what I'll do.
All right.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you.
Okay, Chief Taliper is in the middle of a meeting.
Okay.
Is there something I can help you with? Or
You know how long he's going to be?
He doesn't know.
Or when his availability would be tomorrow?
He's at a conference tomorrow and Wednesday.
Okay. I guess my question is, maybe you could answer it, and if you don't want to, that's okay. So I was encountered by an officer at the Berrien County Youth Fair Saturday. It was like 10:45 a.m. And like I said, I don't know, if you don't want to get involved, that's okay. But he came out on his call, and he didn't have his body camera on. He actually took it off. And then he was threatening me with arrest if I didn't leave the fair, which is an assault on my person, because he had no reason to threaten me with arrest, because he had no legal and lawful authority over me. But my problem with it is that if you don't have a body camera on, how are we to hold them accountable?
So what are you looking for? What are you looking to do?
I want to talk to the man in charge.
Okay.
To have a conversation, because they told me, I talked to the sergeant earlier today, and he told me to get an officer complaint form.
Oh, I can give
And
yep.
listen, we all know where that goes, right? Like in the trash. You guys investigate yourselves. You're not going to do anything with it. So if we could just have a conversation about it and hope that it corrects the behavior, right?
Can I get your number and just when he's available, he can give you a call?
How about I give you? Can I just call him? When is his meeting over? Do you know?
He didn't know.
Okay.
And like I said, he's at a conference tomorrow and Wednesday. So Thursday would be first available.
I tell you what. Why don't you give me a pen and paper?
Okay.
And I'll give you the video because I took video of everything.
Okay.
That my encounter with him, because he also harassed me further when I agreed to leave, even though I didn't have to. But I just wanted to diffuse the situation because he was looking for a reason to take me to jail, and he walked 100 yards to come up to me and harass me further to try to gain my papers, even though I already refused to give them to him once. So I don't know if he would like to watch the video just to see, and we could kind of go from there, because I think that it's probably privy to the conversation.
Okay.
If you just watch the video.
Let me give you. Let's see. All right. What did you say your name was?
Oh, it's Brandon Hopkins.
Just BRANDONEN.
Ian.
Hopkins.
Mm-hmm.
And
if you put those together, you can go to YouTube, and it's on YouTube. But I think that he
all
should,
one word or hyphenated?
it's one word.
Okay.
But I just think that he should understand what was going on in the conversation that took place. And listen, I don't hate you guys. I just want this to be better for my kids and our grandkids, and in hopes that they're just doing the right thing and doing their job and upholding rights, right?
Sure.
Do you want to leave a telephone number in case there's any questions for you?
And I'm just recording just for accountability, because if I didn't Saturday, he'd take me to jail. It's his word against mine. There's no, and look, we all know that they're in a gang and we ain't in it. So, and if it went to court, they're gonna believe the officer. So if I wasn't recording,
do we even need to go anymore?
Okay.
but I love the people in this place.
Good. I'm glad.
And I'm talking about in Marion County and Michigan in general. Well, I guess the whole world, right? And I just want it to be better. So if you could give me a call and we could have a conversation after he checks those out, I would greatly appreciate it.
Pass on the message as soon as he's at this meeting.
God bless you.
So how does it all shake out? Officer Weiss walks away with an F, threatening arrest he never justified, chasing Hopkins down for ID after he'd already agreed to leave, and doing it all with his body camera conveniently off. Hopkins earns an A-, staying composed under pressure, knowing his rights well enough to avoid handing the officer any real leverage, and taking his complaint through proper channels instead of blowing up on scene. This case is a perfect example of how calm and knowledge can beat intimidation every single time. If you enjoyed this breakdown, smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, and we'll see you in the next video.